because I don't remember. So I remember little bits and pieces. Like we just got to the lab and we got this, and this is cool. And then I was like, okay, let me try to find a place to use this, and that was something. And I cranked the volume down a tiny bit. Alright. So, I know that... I think this is the Millionaire's Key. This is the not-quite final boss. This is a room that I can only get into, I think, over here. Not quite sure what this is, so... Let's wander off in this direction somewhere. Which means we need to go... I hate that. All the way to the side here. So, as I was ending the stream yesterday, I was thinking... Oh shit. Did I actually remember to save? I wish they would tell you as you exit, like, you last saved 5 minutes ago, or whatever it was. That's such an easy feature to implement, overall. Because if you're already almost about to write to the file, like, you have access to it in some way. I wonder if that's something that tends to not be done on... Maybe you don't have information about save information on consoles. And, maybe that's why that tends to not be done. I'm not sure. Because I know on PC it's, you know, you will know. You have ways to find out very easily. On console, I don't know. Jeez, projectiles everywhere. So, I think if this is the corridor... Here we go. I don't remember what shards I have. Oh, okay. Then I gotta use them. Pretty much welcome company then.
Myself and my shadow!
Massive. I don't know how to pronounce that. Oh, interesting. This is like, you know, I don't know, like Aztec-ish, or the, I wonder how you pronounce that. It's probably got a really cool sounding pronunciation too, like Masahuidal. Really? Don't... Okay, it'll turn off in a second. I'm at least glad that it'll do things. First off is that it's kind of creepy that it picks up your name or whatever. But, I guess it has to because they're implementing multiplayer in some way. Should be back in a second, yeah. Okay, two things. It remembered my config, which is good. I want to check. Second, let's get back here. Like, you know, in Guacamelee 2, the name of one of the bosses is Shitabe, or it's more like a Shitabe, and it's X apostrophe T-A-B-A-Y or something, and I love those weird, like, really out there names. It's probably Shitabai or something, but because they're so refreshingly different. Especially when it's not just like European, you know, Celtic, Japanese, Western, you know, and then like standard high fantasy, such and such rebuke, somebody's remorse, or very simple descriptions, thorn whip, whatever. Hey, it's just a nice flavor piece. It's not required. It's refreshing. It's different. I love that sound. I want more of that sound. Aw, welcome company. Why'd you do this to me? So, I think there were no mirrors. Very nice. This kind of sound design I really want for, like... I gotta do it later. Hey, Calvin. What were we talking about with names? I just like some of those more unusual names for weapons and stuff. So rather than saying, like, Carnot's Rebuke or whatever it was, or even, German-esque style names, or Ulfbert this and that, or, standard weapon names, or Spiral Sword, or Sumar, like Japanese style like names. I like, in this case, I don't even know how to pronounce this, but it's gonna be like Makahuitl or Masahuitl or something, and that's like it's gonna be in the vein of like Aztec or trying to think of the exact area that might be influenced by was that like Mesoamerican, or am I getting it wrong? Games haven't used names like that in enough that I'm trying to even, like, it's not even in my head anymore. But I was talking about how we're in Guacamelee and some other games, there's a few games that have names like that. I know Guacamelee is one of them, where Guacamelee obviously is drawing upon all that lore. And one of the characters in Guacamelee ooh, nice. I think I wanted that. In Guacamelee, there's a character, a boss, and a significant story character named Shitabe, and I'm not pronouncing it right. It's really close to that though. And the spelling is X''Tabay. Pretty sure I got that right. And even like Axolotl and I'm not gonna pronounce it. It's like Quetzalcoatl or something. Just some of those other types of names are just, they're refreshing in how you pronounce them. On top of the really uncommon, less used Quetzalcoatl. Is that actually correct? Because I thought you're supposed to not pronounce the a chunk of the pronunciation doesn't happen. I remember like a chunk of it was silent or not pronounced as it looks.
Myself and my shadow.
Did I just knock down the bell? That's what you... Okay, I was looking for an option to knock down the bell last time. There was another bell I was trying to knock down. Oh, alright. We'll go on a snacking spree.
Arise, myself and my shadow.
But I think... It's not... I'm not, like... It's certainly not a requirement that the names be like that in any way. But it's just refreshing. It's a nice change of pace.
Arise, myself and my shadow.
What might this be? Petra Ray. Fire beam and then... Oh, it petrifies. I feel like it's sort of like an underappreciated source of inspiration for game lore or whatever, because typically there's so much just like plain ass, it's either American, what is it, like Western European and or North American, Western European, and Japanese. I'm trying to think of a way I can work with this. I don't know what I'm going to do to get up here. Yeah, I don't know. Almost feels like I should be able to do something up here to... Okay, so you can run, you just can't jump. Yeah. And Nordic. Yeah. I mean, to some degree, it's, Okay, we already fought this boss. It's to some degree it's very clearly represented. The most popular to choose from are all like in For Honor, so it's ninjas, samurai, Vikings, traditional knights in armor, and then you've got a Valkyrie, you've got got Greek stuff, but it's a lot of these interpretations are very loose and they're not necessarily going to be super accurate. But Kotal Khan from Mortal Kombat X is just a neat character, and he's obviously not going to be extremely accurate. But anything is interesting. Just give me some more flavors, just mix it up. The updated version of Chief Thunder, I'm not sure if they even changed his name or not, from Killer Instinct. Obviously the original version was like bathing in stereotype, but the updated design was pretty interesting. So, that's another source of inspiration that I think that's under. Not as probably. It has more representation, accurate or not, in games than Mesoamerican, as far as I can remember. But did he get the finishing strike? Are these things so weak now? Okay, you're still alive. I was about to say. Silver Knight, Silver Beast. Oh, wait a second. Is this another pile of debris I can just demolish by getting this bell out of the way?
Arise, myself and my shadow!
Curious now. I love this sound so much. This beam sound. This gets me excited for, so R-Type... R-Type Final 2 is on its way. And, big... Space lasers. This has got space lasers on the line now. That's all I could think of. Ooh. Good job. Good job, Silver Knight.
Arise, myself and my shadow!
How are we gonna get the strawberry sherbet, or not strawberry? Oh, I mean, well, here's the strawberry. I meant to say blueberry. I've been chosen for strawberries for the past while or so because I had like I just want to buy a bunch of fruit, you know, moment, I guess, and I impulse bought a bunch of fruit earlier, and I dove through it really quick, and all I have right now is a couple of apples, or I have one apple left. And, oh, there's an exit here.
There!
Or over there. Okay, so I can enter this from another area. But yeah, I've been I've been chosen for more fruit, and one of the things I want the most is some more fresh strawberries. So here's that one area. And I got that.
Arise, myself and my shadow!
So weird to see people consistently play this game differently than you did, but in the same ways. In terms of what? Everybody plays it roughly the same, but you have some different thing? I can see that. I mean, I'm sure there's a very common way people go through Metroidvania games. They might be up from here. Everyone seems to use swords in Welcome Company. I only started using Welcome Company recently. And it was just so good for bosses and stuff. I was previously using, I was mostly focusing on, well, part of the reason why I'm using Welcome Company is because it's a really great conjure when I don't have a good directional, because I'm just sitting on Reflector Ray. Previously I was using True Arrow, Flame Cannon, and 8-bit Fireball, which is so crazy good. Alright, what do we got? Don't have the one you use for most of the time? Oop. Yeah. Shoo. Oh. Okay, so the moment you move the analog stick... Oh, right, because it's aiming for the beam, right? Huh. Is there a different ability? Huh. I bet it's a, I don't know. Oh. Thought I saw debris there. Hey, Ryu. Alright, this... That's the end of that. So I don't have the ability that lets you go through the water, and I don't have the ability that presumably allows you to fly or something. I should go back to town. And I really need to start using shortcuts, you're right. Interesting. I can't make beams here. It does do damage. I was just curious if it did. If it did. Sorry, I had to let out my inner Tweety bird there. I have an okay set of boots, but they're not fantastic.
Oh, I still owe you my life.
Okay. I'll come back for that later.
Another message arrow has arrived from Zangetsu. In this chamber where the bell tolls, seek the demon woman basking in blood. A female vampire, perhaps?
I did already.
Vampires drink blood. They don't bask in it. Wait, there's more. The room was an ocean of gore. From some grisly battle, perhaps. And if I'm reading this right, the demon he spoke of was able to instantly collect this blood without laying hand or lips on it.
Oh.
Well, that means even the slightest wound in her presence would put me in danger.
She won't be easy to defeat. You had best go in prepared. What are you looking to buy?
It's a shame I can't like batch order stuff like in
Then we have a deal. Is this right?
Yakuza. At least Yakuza 0 was really good about
Can I
that.
help you with thank you.
Where you can basically say
Can I
like
help you with is this many
set up an
thanks?
order for a bunch of stuff all at once.
Is this thank you?
Why is this 198? Did I get... Am I starting to get discounts? Huh. Oh, you can purchase mocha oil now. I really need a bunch of this.
Is this many thanks?
Cool.
Is this many thanks? Is this when we have a deal? Is this many thanks?
Any other seeds? Nope.
Is this when we have a deal?
Cotton. I think I need a bunch of
When we
this.
have a deal?
I kind of want to buy another one of these, but not yet. Oh, 100,000? Oh, bravery. Huh. This is pretty good.
Thank you.
Any more stuff?
I have something new to offer.
It's fine.
Thank you. My, you're giving me a lot of attention on this visit. Thank you. My. Thank...
I wonder if they all do that.
Hi, Miriam. So, what'll it be?
What should we do? Oh, it's a familiar. Sure, we'll give this a shot.
I'll go with this.
I'm not gonna use a lot of stone thaws, I'm sure.
I'll go with this. I'll go with this. I'll
And the
go
one
with this.
monster bird here I have. We'll give it a proper shot.
I'll go with this.
I could see needing that. Can I make any more kukris, I wonder? I don't think I can. Where are we? Flame whip. Black cords. Oh man, these are expensive as hell to make. Beast killer. I wonder if this is rainbow when you whip it. Like if it flashes colors and stuff. Some of these weapons are very elaborate. Oh, these are 8-bit coins, right? Right. Where is our knife or kukri? I need oak now. Interesting. All right, these all cost Alchest. How about we don't? Is there anything I haven't made? Apple juice. Oh, it's so cheap to make, and it increases my MP charge. I guess that's cool.
I'll go with this. Great.
Lemonade. Totally. Why would I not do this?
I'll go with this.
I wonder.
Great.
I'm assuming these are permanent. I mean, the rest of them are for sure, but. Huh. I need to get more beast milk and stuff.
Pace yourself out there.
Arise, myself and my shadow!
Yeah, my MP rate is already faster, and I haven't even consumed the apple juice yet. I wonder if you can get just crazy, like, super casty. I wonder if you can get it to like Order of Ecclesia speeds, where you're just cast. I mean, you're literally that's your primary weapon is just casting stuff, and make a build that's all about like massively high ints and stuff.
Take this!
So I have to remember. It should be over. It's right below here, is where I think I need to go. And that would have. There's a thing that says. No, I know. I mean, they're all they're Igavanias. I mean, just as much as they are Metroidvanias. Like I got worked on what? Portrait of Ruin, Order of Ecclesia, Symphony of the Night, Dawn of Sorrow, Aria of Sorrow. So we should theoretically be able to have a little drinky winky. I don't remember what it's called. I think the only thing that I miss that Symphony of the Night did really well was the music is. I mean, this has a musical style that kind of reminds me of like roughly like Dawn of Sorrow, which was really good. But it is missing that, like, overwhelming, like, drenched in elegance, you know, presentation that the music... Here we go. Oh, wow. Cool. It's missing that ridiculous, overwhelming elegance that... Symphony of the Night had. Now, whether or not I rate this higher than like Symphony or Dawn of Sorrow or Aria of Sorrow, that really comes down to the later parts of the game. Right now, it's above Portrait of Ruin for me. I think it's similar to Order of Ecclesia for me. But man, it's gonna be tough to reach Symphony for me. Don't need the. Well, I kind of want the MP. But no, so far it's absolutely in that tier, and that's high praise. There were a couple areas that had really excellent, like, music that I would say is, so Symphony of the Night, gameplay-wise, it's pretty jank.
Arise, myself and my shadow!
It's, you can definitely tell with the earlier entrance of the series where the difficulty spikes, some of the AI isn't that great, and then later in the game it gets way too easy and the difficulty isn't there. Like, and in many cases, like, how much you explore has a ridiculously impactful change to your how things go. Like, there's a certain weapon that you can get. Oh, there's a couple different weapons and like shield combinations that are just ridiculously strong. I didn't want that one. I wanted the flame cannon. And if you accidentally hit some of those really, really strong weapons, the game is a cruise. But the music, the levels are really cool. Bosses are alright. The animations for Alucard are amazing. His walk cycle is absolutely god tier. I don't know if I've played a game. I don't know if I played a Metroidvania game with a walk cycle that I like more. I would say Order of Ecclesia and Dawn of Sorrow are like identical tier though. I would say just listen to the soundtrack for Symphony of the Night. It's so crazy good. Most of my farming was done in Dawn and Aria of Sorrow. I didn't farm as much in Order of Ecclesia. The majority of my grinding in Order of Ecclesia was Richter mode. Like, it wasn't even grinding for stats and stuff, it was literally the final boss was so hard with, I'm thinking of Portrait of Ruin, never mind. Or no, wait! Was Richter mode Portrait of Ruin? Yeah. You prefer Shanoa's style over... Yeah. Like, Soma's is more, like, out there, hefty caster. Lots of really, like... I feel like Shanoa's style is a little bit more grounded, a little more controlled. Spear charge. Okay. It's all fireball motions. Oh, that's true, yes. I mean, Soma doesn't even... Soma is, Soma I view Miriam's style is very close to Soma. Where on the other hand, Shinoa, her style is closer to like everything is basically a primary weapon, and it just the MP and everything is really just how much it costs. Miriam's her MP regen is way higher than Soma, but not Shinoa. So yeah, you can kind of. It does feel like you can mix a little bit. Rose ring. A ring that increases the amount of magic restored by mana roses. Ooh. That is pretty good. I think I need to have the silver power ring equipped to make it better.
Arise, myself and my shadow!
Yeah, having all this extra stuff with your command inputs is great. Especially considering that there's a bunch you can get, and you can get more than one per weapon, it seems. Because you can use this with most swords, and you can use parry with swords as well. So that's at least 2 right off the bat. And then that one as well. So you have this, you've got that, and then I'll learn parry, and I'll be able to use that as well. Figured. Critical ring. Once you master technique. Yeah, no, the game did explain it. I have it with a couple of them so far. That's why I've been using the umbrella so much, because I want to master its technique. What did I just... Critical ring. Oh, well, that's straightforward. Hey, look who it is! I want to see if that he's actually listed. I don't, I don't know what he would be called. It is, yeah, it is definitely nice to, especially because they're all new. They're not the same, damn near the same sprite shuffle armor. So I'm pretty confident there is a full-on Shovel Knight thing that they're doing. I'm not sure exactly what the deal is. I think I need to get, I might need to get the shard for Shovel Armor. I'm gonna have to make a shortcut here. The fact that you can have these be partial is fantastic. Let me think. sword expertise. Silver Knight. This will be a boss killer one. I have one for travel. Oh, here we go. When did I get this? Let's go with this for now. It's also nice that you could still recognize some of the really common ones that were just interesting gameplay-wise or just filled the niche in some way. Mahogany. Where are we at with this? We're getting there. It's gonna take a while. Very nice. I really like how the kicks come out. Oh, I chose Craftwork, right? Wasn't sure if I chose healing or what. Is it a potion? Oh, I should know this. I can't say I've ever seen it mentioned, but I've spent a lot of time reading about cheese, and I guess I never come across that. Or, huh. Big fan of certain cheeses. Nice block. Wonder if hitting with a projectile and hitting with the sword speeds up the technique growth. I wonder if it just gives you 2 hits instead of 1. Man, we're getting a lot of recipes. I'm realizing now my MP regen is quick enough now to where I'm able to, on top of the roses, I'm able to spam. Might mostly be the roses. Chain up to 3 vicious strikes by repeating the commands. Huh. So you basically have you have Rekkas. I'm gonna go ahead and consume some of this delicious apple juice. Oh, interesting! It even replenishes your MP.
Take this.
It's already much faster now. Alright, we got shovel armor soul, or shard. Summon shovel armor. Call forth a shovel-wielding knight and set it upon foes. I have to try this. Ah. Whoa, why is he bigger? What are, oh, does he find was that a secret? Maybe he'll always. Does the big one always find secrets? Huh. I don't know why there was a big one. Weird. Well, that'll be something I have to find out, I guess. Hey, Tone. They're 100% his projectile here. Ooh. Does it damage you or anything? Another critical ring. Wonder if you can upgrade. I guess critical ring must be a component of something, right? Figures.
Take this!
Oh man, I really should consider investing in guns at some point. Oops. I couldn't quite get it. I feel like you either get the ability to swim up water or just fly or something. I mean, at the end of every Metroidvania game, it seems you get something to that effect. They're just like, whatevs, you could just do whatever you want now. Just move however you want. Crap. Almost had it. Damn it. Can't quite work out the timing for that. Don't understand the appeal of it? I mean, people like different things. I mean, Tone, the other thing is that you seem to have a very specific taste in games. So, this might be too far to the narrow scope. That's not what I wanted. Yeah, I spent a lot of time trying to figure out why there are certain games I do not like. And there's... almost got it. There are certain things people tend to like in games that tend to set me apart. Like, I'm not... For me, I tend to not be social for the sake of social. And a lot of people are. Yeah, for me, like, a lot of it is that there's a really good balance of, like, combat and puzzle solving. Gotta figure out what the input tweak is for this. What the trick is. It's gotta be something very specific as to how to get the input perfect. Yeah, I can't get it. I'll come back when it's practical. Immersive sim. Well, immersive sim typically refers to like FPSs. I mean, I would say that it will appeal to people who want a lot of different things out of a 2D game. Exploration, combat, some puzzle solving, interesting story, you know, interesting, oftentimes outrageous abilities. The exploration is a big one, for sure. Definitely isn't going to be as emergent, for sure. Because there is no... I mean, it's not one of those things where... Hold on a sec. Okay, yeah. It's not like you're playing like a roguelite where your interactions are... The situations you come across are a lot more random, as well as the combination of things you can do, how your weapons work, whatever, aren't as varied. I think there being a save here must just be something like it's just because it's that it's big an area. Tone, are there any 2D games that you like at all? That might... Well, yeah, I mean, this is basically... Metroidvania is a combination of the exploration-y kind of style of the initial Metroid the Metroid games, as well as, like, the Castlevania sort of, like, more melee-oriented combat, more often than not, like, magical, medieval styles. I'm sure somebody has a way better explanation than I do. Metroidvania games are typically always, 2 or 2.5D and platformers. Yeah, usually there's an enormous amount of secrets, a lot of stuff you can find it or skip. Alternate paths, different ways through the game. Yeah, 2.5D is typically the term for when the gameplay is for the most part 2D. Usually always 2D. And then the presentation is mostly 3D. And there's a bit of overlap. So an example would be that especially in the later Metroidvania games, small amounts of 3D were being used for things like doors opening or background scenery. Voice changer. I didn't, is it equipment? A mask devised by a playful inventor. It distorts the wearer's voice. Let's give it a shot. Perfect. You liked Dead Cells? Yeah, Dead Cells is a little bit looser in that, like, it's not as... It is closer to a roguelite platformer than Metroidvania, but it has a lot of those Metroidvania-style, like, basic conventions of, like, how weapons and abilities work. And how, like, abilities tend to unlock areas and stuff. It's not... It's very, very light on the Metroidvania, so it's closer to, like, an action platformer, but... It's in that range. With Dead Cells being so heavy on the roguelite nature of it, it's one of those things that you don't... The playthroughs are much shorter overall. with Dead Cells. Where with this, a playthrough might be, you know, 16, 20, 30 hours, whatever. By the way, I do need to leave within about 15 minutes, so I don't miss the gym. But yeah, in terms of if you just want raw difficulty and challenge, speedrunning one of these games can be really tough. And then, you know, speedrunning Dead Cells is also tough. The sort of game has no incentive for going fast. You're not inherently rewarded. The only reward you would ever really get is if you're a speedrunner, like by definition. Here we go. Get our strawberry sherbet. Open up a shortcut. But no, like you could go to, you know, speedrun.com or whatever it is, and you could speedrun this, and your reward for doing that is, you know, the bragging rights of being a world record speedrunner. But it doesn't have an inbuilt one. If that's what you need, you're not going to have it. It doesn't exist. But I would also say, hey cat, I will be leaving pretty soon for the gym. Just to give you. Oh, it does? Okay, well then you do have that. Plus there's boss rush mode as well. But that might just make it easier to track your speed to submit to speedrun.com or whatever. But yeah, that, you know, there is no, probably not, traverser's ring. Probably not an inbuilt reason to do it. Increase the tap power in proportion to how much of the map you've completed. That's pretty good. That's a recurring item from one or two of the other ones. Fantasy Strike. You're just curious about whether you're missing something, and that would make you reconsider the genre? You might want to play something. It's hard to say what the best introduction to this genre would be. Fantasy Strike is pretty good for fighting games in that the inputs are actually seem to be very fair and legit, while not sacrificing on the strategy. Fantasy Strike, I think, is a great idea, and I hope that it does well. The first Castlevania is like obnoxiously hard and is missing a lot of the refinements and quality of life from the later games. I might be willing to say that the one that Tone should try might just be Bloodstained Curse of the Moon, because that's in the vein of the first Castlevania, but incredibly, like, not only fair and refined, and has very excellent quality of life, but still interesting and difficult and everything. So already, fair word of warning, I will be leaving pretty soon. But hey. I don't want to let people down by bailing pretty soon. Nightmare mode doesn't let you level. In this? Well, yeah, then in that case it would be, that would be your reason to, that would be, you know, another way to get your speedrun in. So yeah, in that case, I don't think I can go here. Maybe I can go there. Time is 10:30. 15 minutes. Very retro. Oh yeah, you don't like retro, right? I think I get the feeling that you absolutely need a certain level of presentation in your game, and it can't be pixel art. especially towards 8-bit pixel art. And for me, it's like, that's a plus if it's done well. Hey, come on. You gotta be nice. Everybody gets to like and not like the things that they like and they don't like. So long as they have a generally reasonable explanation for why, or they're interested in piecing that together. Well, I mean, Kat, if you go by saying definitively, oh yeah, I can't go here. If you say like 90% of pixel art and you have to include all pixel art that's ever been created, there's so much garbage pixel art. Of course, most people would not like most pixel art because much of it is bad. Much of it is just that's the easiest way to put together anything that looks like anything. But there's also fantastic pixel art. I feel like maybe pixel art has had the kind of Unity experience where like people think every Unity game is bad because unfortunately Unity made the mistake of saying, if you don't buy the pro version, we're going to stick our logo on top of your crappy game. And then in the meantime, all of the great games that use Unity don't have the logo, so nobody knows that they're using Unity. Like Ori and the Blind Forest is a Unity game. Freaking Regular the Forest is a Unity game. Cuphead is a Unity game. You say you're not a fan of most pixel art you've seen, but there are some shining examples. Shovel Knights is really solid. Owlboy, I like their art a lot, but holy crap, like I just could... The gameplay was so light that it didn't draw me. I still played through it. And in fact, I want to see more of the world and the lore. And I want to know more of the story, and I want more games in that universe. But the gameplay was extremely light, and I wanted more. I also feel like that might be why the game was very popular, because games that have interesting worlds, a nice aesthetic, and relatively simple and easy gameplay tend to get very, very high praise. That was that's the reason why I had the reservation about playing The Last of Us. Because as far as I can tell from The Last of Us, I can't see anything that tells me the gameplay would be interesting, and it would just be about the story. I don't think that would be enough for me. Oh, there's a bunch of games that I get emotional over for different reasons. I tend to if I find the world interesting, or the characters interesting in some way, I'll move over here, that I can get drawn in for a lot of stuff that you wouldn't expect. You know, and for different reasons too. Like sometimes I'll get attached to the characters and the situations, like with Earthbound or Undertale. Hey, kitten. I'll be leaving in about 10 minutes, by the way, so I'm not gonna... I want to give you guys fair warning, because I don't want to bail on you. There are some games that I get attached to, or... sorry, kitten. There's some games that I get attached to because I like the presentation and like how well they achieve the style. Like Contra 3. Because Contra 3 is like... It is so arcade game in the best of ways. It's just so like the music, the pacing, the set pieces are just crazy, and it's... I don't know if I played a game that I consider to be more perfectly arcade than that. and there's other games that I play and I'm overwhelmed and I get all emotional, but by just how let me get that guy out of the way. There are games that I'll play that are so thorough in how well they respect the player and their time, or how wholesome the presentation is. So how well they respect the player's time would be like Yakuza 0. And the wholesome presentation and the characters being so real and nice and just down to earth, like Night in the Woods and Yakuza 0 both have some great moments for that. But no, yeah, liking is subjective. I turned away for a second. I don't know if I leveled up or I got the technique. But Night in the Woods is charming and adorable and wholesome, and it's so great. But then the funny thing is, in Yakuza 0, I see some of the same stuff. Like the characters, they're respectful and polite, but the dialogue is really good, and it's just, it's funny how I see like just two games in like universes apart, in terms of gameplay, in terms of theme, style, art, whatever, and they have the same like draw and appeal. But like I get emotional over some of that stuff because not only is it like I'm overwhelmed by how good they are and like how much I appreciate them going so far in a direction and hitting all the right notes, and it's good. And yeah, Kat, that's part of what made Night in the Woods so great, is that like it wasn't afraid to just say like we're gonna touch upon some of this stuff. Let me get some more MP regen. Now it's hella fast. Some games touch upon something that I like a lot, and I think is underexplored in games, and I don't know how to really quantify exactly what I would call it. But Katana Zero did it, where they play around with sort of the very uncomfortable feeling of just like shit is really fucked up, and like I'm not explaining it well enough. But like the not only the sort of like really kind of gritty, gory, gross, violent, because Hotline Miami did that, but didn't draw me as well. Make secret walls invisible to the eye. Perfect. That's going in the travel set. The button to edit. I can't from here. You admit you tuned out my Kenshi play. You gotta do it 2 months later. Oh, it's fine. Kenshi is one of those games that I think it's until like either you are interested on the way in and it hooks you, or you sort of sit there digesting it and somehow it starts to make sense, and if it doesn't, then you'll never get in. I feel like it's just too gritty and out there and obtuse. It's one of those games that I don't think it's gonna struggle to have some of that appeal. Oh, it's like a ring. It's kind of funny you can't walk on water with the ice boots. That's cool. So on top of like Katana Zero having that. I gotta kill this thing quick. Katana Zero having that, like, everything's all crazy messed up presentation. And especially the music. The tunes and the music are awesome for that. Oh, I killed a boss earlier like that. I can't remember which. Oh, yeah, there was a dragon that you fight. Yeah. And I damn near one-shot it, or one-comboed it with that. A couple more minutes left. The huge difference between video gaming power, fantasy violence, and spectacle fighters, and violence that's somewhat realistic and brutal. Last of Us toes the line of grittiness, but stuff like Manhunt is like... Oh, yeah. Yeah, like, for example, Mortal Kombat, especially like 9, 10, and now 11, it's this sort of goofy cartoon violence that just doesn't really... It doesn't quite... It doesn't quite hit you. Oh jeez, I need to heal or something. Yeah, they're extreme, but it's goofy and not convincing. Allows you to swim by launching water in the designated direction. MP is not consumed. Oh, interesting. So, is that directional? That must be a guarantee. That's how that enemy was so unique. Interesting. I didn't expect our water ability to be like this. I can't use this here, so I might eventually get an ability that does let me. Oh, so this is interesting. So you end up getting an ability that is basically your ghetto tier water movement, and then you get the good one later on. Yeah, either that or you drain the water or something. Yeah, I don't think I could play. I don't think I could play Manhunt. Well, now we have the ability to get through water, and that helps. I'm trying to think of what other... Well, we have like a minute or so left. I'm either going to use a waste stone or I'm going to find a save point ASAP. There's another emotional state that's been described as conditioning unease, which 2 games have done it really, really well. 3 games. One is Super Metroid, which regularly has these like really like they're not like horror moments; they're more like tension moments. And they know exactly how to manipulate you into those states where just everything's just you're lost and you're not sure what to expect, and the world is kind of creepy. So Super Metroid does that really, really well. It's almost like soft horror. Environmental Station Alpha is crazy good at that. And Darkwood, of all games, is really, really good at that. Because it's horror without all the jump scares. I'm going to double save, because I feel like I was getting ready to forget last time.